look a little rough. Good morning, everyone. It is Monday morning, and I'm headed to work with my little sidekick. She's going to be going to daycare. All right, guys, it is Monday. I just got home. I am so tired. Take some diapers upstairs. I did a lot of running up and down. I work on the second floor, but the guys are on the main floor, and I was helping with the phones today since the receptionist wasn't there, and man, for the past 8 hours, I have just been running up and down stairs for the past 8 hours, and I'm exhausted. But it's Monday. Yes, Monday down, Monday done. For you guys, if you're curious like I was not sure, I was like, is it gonna wrinkle because of the wetness, the water content of the glue? I just didn't know how it was going to look the next day. I was like, is the glue going to seep through and is going to be hard and crusty? It's not. It feels wonderful. And I could not be happier with how this turned out. I love this one. I love this pattern too, but the roses on this, and the teal, this was my mom's material. So beautiful. I think they probably both were. So gorgeous. Anyway, I wanted to show you how they turned out. I'm thrilled, absolutely thrilled at how they look. They look so good. Good morning, everyone. It is Tuesday morning, and we are headed to daycare and work. Good morning, everyone. It is Thursday morning, and we are underneath another storm watch. All the schools are 2 hours delayed. Some are closed. It's supposed to be slick out there. So let's go to work and let's hit up daycare. Good morning, everyone. It is Friday, and on Fridays we vlog, and we also work from home because the roads are super slick because it turned to 37 degrees and then it started raining. So we've got ice baby everywhere. So I might just be overly cautious. The roads might be fine, even though people are posting they're a nightmare. I just told work I'm going to be working from home today. And if I might be overly cautious, but once you've been bashed into and wasn't able to function very well for 2 years due to your injuries, you might be a little overly cautious. So I have been putting off changing out the Christmas bedding. So I'm going to strip it down because it's not 8 o'clock yet. So I got some time since I'm not commuting. I'm going to strip down this bed, and I have my spring summer comforter. I just do cotton quilts. However, Butter loves sleeping under this bench, and the comforter has kind of made a cave feeling for her. She loves it, but I'm going to wash it just so that it's nice and fresh for the bed. So let's strip it. We'll do laundry. We'll put some fresh sheets on, and then we're going to get to work because we got work to do. As a child, my mom gave me my grandmother's homemade chicken goose. I don't know. It was a down feather pillow that my grandma had made. And that was as a child, she gave that to me. And it has ruined me from all other pillows. When I was a teenager, I started breaking out, and she thought maybe the pillow was causing me to break out. So she made me get rid of it. I still love that pillow. But ever since then, I can only do feather pillows all my life. I've only been able to do feather pillows. If I have to sleep on the other one, obviously I will, but there is nothing like sleeping on a feather pillow. I love them. Thanks, Mom. I've got 30 minutes before work starts. I'm going to haul this down and start one of the loads. You might be noticing we use a piece of tape to close to close where you put the detergent in, because these are amazing washers and dryers. Electrolux, love them, no complaints. But I bought them back in 2009, and there's a tiny little plastic latch in here that keeps it closed, and it's known for breaking. So that's the part that broke, and so we just keep it closed with tape, and we do have to replace the tape sometimes, but it works. So my dad is turning 81, and he wanted tacos for his birthday lunch, which we're doing this weekend. So this morning, when I thought I was going to work around 3:30 a.m., I got up and I put together some crock pot pinto beans. Literally no one but me will eat this. Literally no one, but I just feel the need to bring beans and rice to like a taco bar. I have to do it. I've got some long grain brown rice that I'm going to try to make like a Mexican rice with when these are done. So probably tonight I'll be using my crock pot. I used to have two because I got this one at this really nice fufu. I never got to show you guys garage sale. This house was gorgeous. This lady was older and she was getting rid of her stuff for almost nothing, and I got so much of her stuff. It was so nice. But anyway, so my other crock pot, eventually the bowl that you put inside of it got a big crack, and I loved that crock pot. This one's not my favorite because it doesn't tell you how long it's been cooking. I have no idea. It's like, turn it on and it's like, do you have 5 hours left? 4? 1? 30 minutes? I don't know. So I looked all Black Friday for a new crock pot, but all the reviews are so, it's awful. It's the worst one ever, blah, blah, blah. And so I didn't get another crock pot. So I've been hopping on one leg with this crock pot. Really missing my big one, but it's okay. It does the job. So those are the beans. I've got 1 pound package of pinto beans. I soaked them overnight. I filled with water. I put some onions, some cumin, some salt, and garlic. Lots and lots of garlic. So they are cooking away. So at that woman's garage sale, it was so nice. It was so nice. And the thing is, she left, and her son, her adult son, and her husband were in charge, and they literally were giving things away. So so I got this beautiful stoneware canister. Beautiful, beautiful. I got this salt and pepper thing where you can just like sprinkle in whatever. I got this sugar, and we have, I don't actually have sugar. Do I? I have some brown sugar in the house, but I don't have any regular sugar. So this is xylitol. So sugar and flour. Aren't these gorgeous? And I've always seen these at like Target and stuff, and I'm like, oh wow, but they're so expensive. Well, they're not really that expensive. I think they're quite affordable, but at the garage sale, I think they gave me this whole set for like $5 or something. I don't know. The husband and the son probably got in trouble when the mom came back from wherever she went, because they were just like, yeah, you can take, $1, give us $1. It was hysterical. I got so much stuff there, but love these. I've had them for about probably a couple years. I don't know. It was a couple summers ago now, so love these. Okay, about time to start work. We're getting close. I have a couple minutes. I took my glasses off because the glare was just like excruciating. I didn't want you guys to have to stare at this on my glasses the whole time. How do I say this? So, okay, when I came back to YouTube, I had been off for a couple years due to the car accident and the brain injury afterwards. There were some changes to YouTube. Okay, so when I came back, I just kind of like turned it on, and I wasn't monetized, but I don't remember when, but there was a time where it was like I could add stuff. I don't remember, but it said I wasn't monetized yet, but I could add like super thanks, and I could start like the membership. That was it, the membership. And I was like, should I do memberships? I was like, no, I'm not going to do memberships. I was like, well, if I never get monetized again, maybe I should do memberships. I don't know. I decided to turn it on, and I made a couple of different levels, just something silly. I didn't think too much about it, honestly. And then somebody signed up for my membership and I felt terrible. I felt absolutely terrible. YouTube doesn't tell you when somebody signs up for memberships. I didn't know, I hadn't been doing anything in there because I didn't have any members. So my first member that signed up, I just felt terrible. So what I did is I went to some of my videos from the past and I made them part of the membership so that they have like something a little extra. I just felt terrible. So one of the things with the memberships was I was going to try to do some lives, and I think, I don't know. I have to think it through. I have no problem with like doing the lives and like connecting with my community on the membership there. That's fine. But I'm still, one day I'll be able to tell you guys everything, but I can't right now. And until then, I don't feel great about bringing all of my old vlogs back. And I promise I'll go into detail once I can. So anyway, I turned memberships on, and thank you to my first member. Thank you so much. I feel terrible. I'm going to try to do a live at some point, and I just wanted to say thank you. Did you know, I wasn't even checking on memberships or anything. My phone I had put it on the desk and something had got on it. And so I was swiping and wiping it away, and it went to a page that showed me I had a member. If it wasn't for me mistakenly doing that, I didn't even go there on purpose, I would have never known that I had a member. Never. Like, YouTube doesn't tell you anything. So anyway, I apologize that I had nothing there when you signed up, but now there are some like old videos and stuff to watch, and I'll be doing lives and things like that. I just wanted to say thank you. That was really, really, really nice of you to sign up as a member. Okay, now we're gonna work. The husband just surprised me with a breakfast bowl from Qdoba. Is it still really wet? Yeah. I put it on a spin cycle. Okay, I had such a hard time focusing. I clocked out of work early. I'm like, short pay me. I can't focus right now. I need to go make my bed. So I'm done with work for the day. I am kind of tempted. I'm like, you know what sounds amazing? A hot, beautiful bath, a soaking bath. But let's make the bed first. And we did all the laundry. So now we just need to fold it and make the bed. Just in case anyone else has experienced hip pain so bad that it wakes you up at night, I had hip surgery 11 weeks ago, around that time. And before that, I was in horrific pain. Even when I was sleeping, I'd wake up because the pain was so bad, because I had a torn, what was it, labrum? And so when I'm a side sleeper or a back sleeper, but when I would side sleep, my hip would fall forward. And so I bought this pillow off of Amazon. I'll link it down below in case anyone has the pain that I used to have. This is supposed to, like, you can strap this and strap this over your leg. I never need it because I simply place my leg, that the hip that hurts, I put it on top, and I'm side sleeping, right? So this is on top of the other leg. All pain completely gone. It keeps the hip from falling forward and pulling on that labrum or any tears in it. And I cannot tell you, I still use this just because after surgery, I'm trying to keep it more in place. And it just, when I use this, there's no pain. But if I don't use this, my hip tends to move and fall and pull on the surgery area. So if I'm using this, it's just complete relaxation. It's extremely firm. Like, it doesn't like it holds, but it's comfortable and it doesn't like fall or smash down. It just comfortably just holds that leg, that thigh, that hip joint right where it needs to be. And it is so comfortable. So I'll have it linked below. It's just from Amazon. It wasn't even that expensive from what I remember, but I'm so glad. I'm so glad I bought this. I used it before surgery. I used it after surgery, and I'm still using it just because it keeps the leg in a position that is completely pain-free, and I really like it. All right, let's go check on those beans. Getting ready for a birthday party over here. Ignore that stuff. They look amazing. Got my potato masher. Thought I would try to, oh yeah, they're nice and soft. So these are just the pinto beans that we cooked all day. Turned out great. It looks great anyway. Can't tell you about the taste yet. Are you helping the mom? Are you helping? You're such a good helper. I'm gonna taste these because the plan is to make refried beans because I wanna make like a 7-layer dip. So I'm gonna make sure these are seasoned enough.
That seems impossible, or a habit that seems unbreakable, or a setback that seems inescapable. Any problem.
I left way too much water in there. I made soup. I didn't make refried beans. I'm trying to boil it now to get some of the liquid out of there, but I don't know if they're going to be salvageable. I wanted to make a 7-layer bean dip. It's okay. If I don't, it's fine. I don't know. I don't make refried beans enough to know what I'm doing. Oh, man. Anyway, while the beans boil away, I thought I would share with you something that I've never seen before. I know it's been there, but I never related it to what happened. You know how sometimes you read things and you're just like, okay, and you go on with life, and then you read them and you connect it to the next thing that happens, and you're like, oh. I remember when I was a teenager and that happened to me with Joseph. I never even thought of how the children of Israel got to Egypt, why they were slaves. Like, that never, I just always thought, and there they were. But it was because of Joseph going to Pharaoh's house. Well, he was sold as a slave to Pharaoh's house. And then to save his brothers and his father's life, they come there, and that is how all the Israelites ended up in Egypt and as slaves. You bring back that ball. I'm not letting you got to bring back that ball. He's got like 50 balls outside. So anyway, things like that. This week, I've been going through Genesis in 2 different ways. 3. But the third way is I'm just reading the Bible straight through. So I'm not like stopping and studying, but I am studying in 2 different ways. And one of them I'm doing like with a group thing, and this one in the spiral notebook I'm just doing on my own. What was I talking about? So I'll like read through it, then I'll start to research stuff, and then I'll go through and highlight, and then I'll look up different things. So I'm reading this over and over a lot of times. Like, I'll be like, didn't I already do this? I will say that I'm going to be excited when the other Bible group splits off into chronologically, because right now we're right on top of each other with just like going through Genesis. And I'm just like, I feel like I'm doing everything twice, but because, you know, you're researching and studying, you're not just doing things twice, you're doing things like 5 and 6 times because you got to go back over it and all that. Okay. So anyway, you think you would get old, right? It was the last time, and I've probably read through this like 6 or 7 times just in this month. Not because, it's because I'm studying, not because I'm like reading. I'm not trying to say like, oh, I read it 7. No, but because, you know, you're going over it because you're studying. And let me just read it to you, okay? Okay, maybe I should set it up. Let me set it up. This is Genesis chapter 26 and chapter 27. I never could wrap my head around why Rebecca, who seemed like an amazing woman, she watered all those camels before, he took her to Isaac. Why Rebecca wanted to trick her husband and say, give the blessing to Jacob and not Esau. I understood that she loved Jacob and Isaac loved Esau. I understood that, but I still didn't understand how a mother could do that to her son. Like betray him, lie to her husband. I never liked this part because I felt like it was so different from the Rebecca that we see at the beginning when she's just like amazing and she waters all those camels and, Isaac was so in love with her and it was just beautiful. And then she's like betraying her husband and her son and just like going behind their backs and lying. And I'm like, okay, do you want to know why? So there's a lot more reasons why I've been researching this, but the one that just stood out to me as I was reading, I never connected it before. It says in chapter 26, verse 34 through 35 in Genesis, it says, Esau was 40 years old. Now, Esau and Jacob are twins. That Rebecca, those are her sons. Esau was 40 years old when he took to wife Judith, the daughter of Bereri the Hittite, and Bashmath, the daughter of Elon the Hittite. So 2 Hittite wives. The next verse, verse 35. Which were a grief of mind unto Isaac and to Rebekah. Okay, and then in Genesis chapter 27, verse 46, this is Rebekah again. Rebekah said to Isaac, I am weary of my life because of the daughters of Heth. If Jacob takes a wife of the daughters of Heth, such as these, which are of the daughters of the land, what good shall my life do me? He did this there's so much more behind it than my basic understanding. My basic understanding, my brain was like, oh, she didn't like her daughters-in-law. But it was like she knew that there was a promise. And then she also knew that they were of the Hittites. And they were not from like the same faith and lineage that they were all starting to create, if that makes sense. So basically, it never stood out to me before that she did not like her daughters-in-law. She did not like them. I mean, in the very next chapter, she says something about like, she'd rather die than have Jacob marry one of those. And so she sends him off to her brother. But I had never seen that. I always just thought, why would she do that horrible thing, lying to her husband, lying to her son? And okay, I understand a little bit better now. Doing this study through the Bible has just been incredible. So good. And I'm putting 2 and 2 together. And a lot of people have already put 2 and 2 together, but I just saw 2 and 2 and I just added them for the first time. And when I saw 4, it was incredible. So anyway, I'm going to end it here, guys. We're going to have a fun family night tonight. And I will see you guys in the morning because tomorrow is Saturday. I'm so excited. Yay!